Hey, I have a question for the Amherst police. Question. I know it's late. I'm just sitting around listening to the scanner, waiting for more calls for like car 7 or car 9. Got a feeling they're not even dispatching calls over there. Probably just in the morning chat now over their phone. So that brings me to my question. When police try to cover up for someone's crime, it can be referred to as obstruction of justice, tampering with evidence, or police misconduct. Obstruction of justice. This is a broad term that encompasses actions taken to impede or interfere with the fair and impartial administration of justice. Does that mean trying to hide someone or trying to cover for someone that's breaking the law? Not quite sure. Broad term that encompasses actions taken to impede or interfere with the fair and impartial administration of justice. Well, they are impeding with justice because it's not up to them to determine whether or not the person that makes the fake calls is breaking the law. And if you ask me, I could Google that, but placing fake calls is against the law. I would venture to believe placing fake calls is against the law. And who is it for the police to interfere with the fair and impartial administration of justice? All right, next one, tampering with evidence. Specifically refers to actions taken to alter, destroy, or conceal evidence related to a crime. Well, how about concealing security camera video that proved I was innocent of the violation that they charged me? Of course, they didn't charge. I guess it's not a crime, but it's a violation which could come with jail time. So I'm not sure. It does say alter, destroy, or conceal evidence related to a crime. Yeah, well, if you ask me, the cops are the ones committing the crime by concealing evidence, which is what they did. They just ignored it and concealed the evidence of security camera video. Police misconduct. This is the broader term that encompasses a wide range of legal or unethical actions by law enforcement officers, including covering up crimes. Oh, there you go. Police misconduct, covering up crimes. Well, I would say calling in many more than 100 fake welfare calls that tie up police resources. I would consider that a crime. And I would say they're trying to hide it from the public. And they keep doing different things. First, they tried blaming me on malicious calls. Then they started dispatching it by last 3 digits complaint number. Now they're not even giving a complaint number, according to the last call. And there might be a call from tonight, too. I haven't investigated that yet. Possible there's a call tonight for car 9 who called in that he was on location, I believe, or something. So I never heard any call dispatched. I'm going to have to listen to the calls because it's like he's someplace and he never even got dispatched a call. Kind of makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Cover up. While not a legal term, is commonly a term used to describe the act of hiding or concealing wrongdoing, which can include police action. There you go. Cover up. That's why I always call it a cover up. Seems to be the most fitting term for what they're doing. Common term to use to describe the act of hiding or concealing wrongdoing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to hide and conceal wrongdoing of the person that they used to friggin' try and get me evicted for MJ Pearson. That's exactly what they're doing. That's why I keep calling it a cover up, a conspiracy, because they were on the phone with MJ Pearson. They were both concealing the security camera video, completely ignoring my request, which is security camera video, and lying on the police report. That's probably a totally different thing. than covering up for the person that's risking the safety of everybody in Amherst. Misprison. This is failure of mandated reporters like law enforcement officials to disclose crimes they are aware of. Oh, there's another one. Misprison. It's not prison. It's PRISION. Misprison. I don't know what that is. But it says this is the failure of mandated reporters like law enforcement, mandated to report crimes. They're not the ones that are supposed to judge people whether or not it's a crime. I mean, if it's a crime, it's up to the prosecutor to prosecute people, and it's up to the police to report it, not try and cover up for people's crimes so that they can use the person against me. So that's MISPRISION. Aiding and abetting or accessory after the fact. These terms refer to helping someone who has committed a crime, which could include covering up for them. Someone has committed a crime, like the guy that committed a crime can be thrown in jail and prosecuted for over 4 months. They helped him commit a crime by lying on the police report and by ignoring my request for the security camera video, which would have showed I was innocent. These terms refer to helping someone who has committed a crime. Yeah, they're helping the person that commits the crime all the time by calling in fake calls, which could include covering up for them. Harboring a fugitive. This refers to knowingly hiding someone who is wanted by law enforcement. Well, they haven't done that yet, but I wouldn't put it by them. Everything else they've done. Of course, when someone's poor, they don't mind trying to stick the crimes on me because they figure I don't have any kind of civil rights.
The commercial alarm at Quickfill, 5169 Sheridan.
If law enforcement use threats, intimidation, or persistent encouragement to get you to commit a crime, this could be considered entrapment. Get you to commit a crime. Well, I don't think they're doing that. Law enforcement use threats, intimidation, although they are trying to intimidate me into stopping exposing them. Persistent encouragement to get you to commit a crime, but they're not encouraging me to commit a crime. They're trying to get me to stop exposing crime, stop exposing their crimes. Someone tries to cover up. What is it called when someone tries to cover up a crime? Perjury. Actively telling lies to court as opposed to refusing to answer questions is considered a crime in virtually all legal systems. Well, it must not be considered a crime in Buffalo City eviction court. Because the guy that lies to the cops all the time blatantly lied in my eviction court. And nothing's been done to him so far. Obstruction of Justice, that is, activities aimed to cover up another crime is in itself a crime in many legal systems. What is it called when someone helps cover up a crime? Aiding and abetting charge can arise in a broad range of situations. That's what they're doing. They're aiding and abetting him by helping him cover up a crime. I mean, he's not the one trying to cover up a crime, but they're trying to help him. I mean, they're trying to cover up his crime. Legal term for hiding a crime. Depending on the circumstances, a person can be charged as accessory to a crime instead of harboring fugitive. Oh, there you go. Maybe the Amherst cops should be charged with accessory to the crimes he's committing. Nevada law is accessory to crime if the person can see. Under Nevada law, a person is an accessory to a crime if the person conceals or destroys evidence of the crime. Sounds like what Amherst is doing. Sounds like what they might have done to the body cam video that showed their officer lied on the police report. And their chief said there was none in the vault. And no body cam video in the vault. They're going to come into basically a mental institution, which is what this place is. And the chief makes me thinks I'm going to believe that they didn't have their body cams recording. When here they're questioning a suspect who's obviously a target to them for MJ Pearson. And and he thinks I'm going to believe they didn't have their body cams recording. So yeah, it sounds to me like they might have destroyed the evidence. Person is accessory to a crime. A person conceals or destroys evidence of the crime. Well, the crime was lying on a police report. If the police, they are either concealing it or they destroyed it. So they are basically accessory to the crime. They are accessory to the crime. Harbors or conceals the person committing the crime. Well, they are kind of harboring Officer No, who committed the crime of lying on the police report. Also, Gregory Trotter, who, well, I'm not sure what kind of crime it would be, but he ignored my request for the security cam video, which showed where I was at the time I was accused of committing a crime. Please persuade someone to commit a crime. But there you have it, folks. Just Google. Well, I just Googled. It's what is it called when the police tried to cover up for someone's crime? There you go. That's what they're doing. They're trying to cover up for this person's crime and for their own crimes. And so far, nothing's being done about it. So, in the meantime, I'm going to be on YouTube and Facebook exposing the Amherst Tyrants. Yeah, I've used other words for them, but I just had a burrito and it tasted pretty good, so I'm not going to, well, I should use that word, but yeah, so far I don't know of any honest ones that have come out and spoken. If there's an honest Amherst cop, which there probably isn't because they don't want to cross the blue line. But if there is, they should be talking to the FBI or state attorney general's office. So there you go, folks. That's what the police are doing, covering up for someone's crime and covering up for their own crimes. All right, people. Have a good morning.